Welcome to today's Lost Souls, where we remember and honor those who have recently left us. Our channel is dedicated to sharing the stories, legacies, and final moments of individuals who have made an impact on the world in their unique ways. Whether it's the loss of a beloved public figure or someone whose life touched the hearts of many, we bring you thoughtful reflections and respectful tributes. Join us as we celebrate lives, cherish memories, and keep their stories alive. Russell Malone, a jazz icon remembered, passed away at the age of 70. Russell Malone, a name synonymous with the soul of jazz guitar, left a legacy that will resonate through the annals of music history. Born on November 8, 1963, in Albany, Georgia, Malone was introduced to music at a tender age. His journey into the world of jazz began when he was just 4 years old, listening to recordings of legendary artists like Wes Montgomery and B.B. King. By the time he was 10, he had already picked up the guitar, an instrument that would become his lifelong companion. Malone's early years were spent honing his craft in local clubs and church gatherings, where his exceptional talent was quickly recognized. His style, characterized by a blend of traditional jazz with blues and soul, set him apart from his peers. It wasn't long before he caught the attention of the jazz community, leading to collaborations with some of the biggest names in the industry. His big break came when he joined the band of renowned jazz organist Jimmy Smith in the late 1980s. This partnership catapulted him into the spotlight, showcasing his ability to blend intricate melodies with soulful rhythms. Malone's work with Smith laid the foundation for a career that would see him perform alongside other jazz greats, including Harry Connick Jr., Diana Krall, and Ron Carter. Throughout the 1990s and 2000s, Malone became a staple in the jazz circuit, known for his impeccable technique and emotional depth. His performances were not just about playing notes, they were about telling stories, each chord and riff weaving a narrative that resonated with audiences worldwide. Albums like Sweet Georgia Peach and Heartstrings are testaments to his genius, blending the complexity of jazz with the accessibility of popular music. Malone was not just a performer, but also a mentor and educator. He spent much of his later years teaching the next generation of musicians, passing on the knowledge and passion that had fueled his own career. His workshops and masterclasses were highly sought after, with students eager to learn from a true master of the craft. Despite his success, Malone remained humble and grounded, always attributing his achievements to his love for music and the support of his family and friends. His passing at the age of 70 marks the end of an era in jazz, but his music will continue to inspire and move listeners for generations to come. Russell Malone's contributions to the world of jazz guitar are immeasurable, and his legacy will live on in the hearts of those who knew him, both as a musician and as a man. Afa Anoa'i, the wrestling world's gentle giant, passed away at the age of 70. Afa Anoa'i, affectionately known as the Wild Samoan, was more than just a professional wrestler. He was a cornerstone of the wrestling world, a mentor, and a cultural icon. Born on November 21, 1942, in American Samoa, Afa Anoa'i was part of the illustrious Anoa'i wrestling family, which has produced some of the most legendary figures in the history of professional wrestling. Growing up, Afa was deeply rooted in the traditions of his Samoan heritage, which emphasized strength, honor, and family. These values were integral to his persona, both in and out of the ring. His journey into the world of wrestling began in the 1960s, and it wasn't long before he, along with his brother Sika, formed the tag team known as the Wild Samoans. Their fierce in-ring presence, combined with their unmatched physicality, made them a dominant force in the wrestling world. The Wild Samoans quickly rose to prominence, capturing multiple tag team championships across various wrestling organizations, including the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, now known as WWE. Their unique style, characterized by their primal behavior and silent intensity, captivated audiences worldwide. They were not just wrestlers, they were performers who understood the art of storytelling in the ring, But Afa's contributions to the wrestling world extended far beyond his in-ring career. After retiring from active competition, he transitioned into a mentorship role, training the next generation of wrestlers. His wrestling school, the Wild Samoan Training Center, became a breeding ground for future WWE superstars, including his own nephews, The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, Rikishi, and Yokozuna. Afa's training philosophy was simple: respect the craft, honor your opponents, and always stay true to your roots. Afa Anoa'i was also known for his work outside of wrestling. He was a strong advocate for various charitable causes, using his platform to give back to the community. Whether it was through organizing charity events or visiting children's hospitals, Afa believed in using his influence to make a positive impact on the world. Afa's passing at the age of 70 marked the end of an era in professional wrestling. He was not just a wrestler or a trainer. He was a symbol of the rich cultural heritage of the Samoan people and a beloved figure in the wrestling community. His legacy lives on through the countless wrestlers he trained and the fans he entertained over the decades. Afa Anoa'i will always be remembered as the gentle giant who left an indelible mark on the world of professional wrestling. Don Wert, the heart of baseball, passed away at the age of 78. Don Wert, affectionately known as Coyote, was a cornerstone of Major League Baseball during his career, playing an instrumental role in one of the most memorable seasons in sports history. Born on July 29, 1938, in Strasburg, Pennsylvania, Wert's journey into baseball began in the small-town fields, where he displayed an innate talent for the sport from a young age. His love for the game was evident, and it wasn't long before he was scouted and drafted into the professional leagues. Wert made his major league debut with the Detroit Tigers in 1963, where he quickly established himself as a reliable third baseman. Known for his defensive prowess and clutch hitting, Wert became a fan favorite, earning the respect of his teammates and opponents alike. His nickname, Coyote, was a testament to his agility and quick reflexes on the field, attributes that made him a formidable opponent. The pinnacle of Wert's career came in 1968, a season that remains legendary in the annals of baseball history. Wert played a crucial role in leading the Detroit Tigers to a World Series championship, ending a 23-year title drought for the team. His game-winning hit in the 10th inning of the final game against the St. Louis Cardinals remains one of the most iconic moments in World Series history. Wert's performance that season earned him a place in the hearts of baseball fans and cemented his legacy as one of the sport's greats. Despite his success on the field, Wert remained humble and grounded, always attributing his achievements to the support of his family, teammates, and fans. After retiring from professional baseball in 1971, Wert continued to be involved in the sport, taking on various coaching and mentoring roles. His passion for baseball was evident in everything he did, and he was always eager to pass on his knowledge to the next generation of players. Wert's impact extended beyond the baseball diamond. He was an active member of his community, often participating in charitable events and youth sports programs. His commitment to giving back was a reflection of the values he held dear throughout his life. Don Wert's passing at the age of 78 marks the end of an era in baseball. He was more than just a player. He was a symbol of dedication, resilience, and passion for the game. His contributions to baseball, particularly during the historic 1968 season, will forever be remembered by fans and players alike. Wert's legacy is one of excellence, both on and off the field, and he will be deeply missed by all who had the privilege of knowing him. Betty Halbreich, fashion's trusted advisor, passed away at the age of 95. Betty Halbreich, a name synonymous with style, sophistication, and impeccable taste, was a trailblazer in the world of fashion. Born on September 17, 1927 in Chicago, Illinois, Halbreich grew up with an innate sense of style and a passion for clothing that would later define her career. Over the course of her life, she became one of the most respected personal shoppers and style consultants in the fashion industry, guiding the wardrobes of some of the most influential figures in society. Halbreich's journey into the world of fashion began in the 1960s when she started working at Bergdorf Goodman, one of New York's most prestigious department stores. Her keen eye for fashion and her ability to understand the unique needs and tastes of her clients quickly set her apart from her peers. It wasn't long before she became Bergdorf's leading personal shopper, a role she would hold for over 4 decades. Betty's approach to fashion was both practical and personal. She believed that clothing should not only look good, but also make the wearer feel confident and comfortable. Her philosophy was centered on the idea that fashion is not just about following trends, but about understanding one's own style and how to express it. This approach earned her the trust of countless clients, from Hollywood stars to business moguls, who relied on her advice for their most important occasions. In addition to her work at Bergdorf Goodman, Halbreich was also an author and public speaker, sharing her insights and experiences with a wider audience. Her memoir, I'll Drink to That, published in 2014, offers a candid look at her life and career, filled with anecdotes, advice, and reflections on the fashion industry. The book was widely praised for its wit, wisdom, and honesty, further cementing Halbreich's status as a fashion icon. Despite her success, Betty Halbreich remained down-to-earth and approachable, always willing to offer her guidance to those in need. She was known for her sharp wit, her no-nonsense attitude, and her unwavering commitment to her clients. Her passing at the age of 95 marks the end of a remarkable career, but her influence on the world of fashion will continue to be felt for years to come. Betty Halbreich's legacy is one of style, grace, and dedication. She was not just a fashion consultant. She was a trusted advisor, a mentor, and a friend to many. Her contributions to the fashion industry, her memoir, and her countless clients' lives will ensure that she is remembered as one of the greats. Betty Halbreich will always be remembered as the woman who helped define the style of a generation. Benji Radach, a warrior remembered. Passed away at the age of 44, Benji Radach, a name that echoed in the world of mixed martial arts, MMA, was a fighter who embodied the spirit of perseverance and dedication. Born on April 5, 1979 in Portland, Oregon, Radach grew up with a love for combat sports, a passion that would lead him to become one of the most respected fighters in the history of MMA. His journey from a small-town athlete to a world-renowned fighter is a testament to his unwavering determination and relentless work ethic. Radach's career in MMA began in the late 1990s, during a time when the sport was still in its infancy. He quickly made a name for himself with his aggressive fighting style, combining powerful striking with a solid ground game. His debut in the UFC, Ultimate Fighting Championship, was nothing short of spectacular, as he won his first fight by knockout, instantly gaining the attention of fans and critics alike. Throughout his career, Radach was known for his resilience and ability to bounce back from adversity. Despite facing numerous injuries and setbacks, he continued to push forward, never losing sight of his goals. His fights were always a spectacle, filled with intense exchanges and dramatic finishes. Some of his most memorable bouts include his fights against Murilo Ninja Rua and Chris Laban, where he showcased his incredible skills and warrior spirit. In addition to his success in the ring, Radach was also known for his humility and sportsmanship. He was respected by his peers not only for his fighting abilities, but also for his character and integrity. He was a mentor to younger fighters, always willing to share his knowledge and experience with those looking to follow in his footsteps. Outside of fighting, Radach was passionate about giving back to his community. He was involved in various charitable initiatives, using his platform to raise awareness for causes close to his heart. Whether it was through youth mentoring programs or fundraising events, Radach was always looking for ways to make a positive impact on the world around him. Benji Radach's passing at the age of 44 was a shock to the MMA community and a profound loss to the sport. He was a true warrior, both in and out of the ring, and his legacy will continue to inspire fighters and fans alike. His contributions to MMA, his sportsmanship, and his commitment to his community will ensure that he is remembered as one of the greats. Benji Radach's story is one of courage, perseverance, and the unbreakable spirit of a fighter. Leonard Riggio, the bookstore visionary, passed away at the age of 82. Leonard Riggio, the man who transformed the landscape of bookselling in America, was a visionary whose impact on the literary world is immeasurable. Born on February 28, 1941, in New York City, Riggio's journey from a young entrepreneur to the founder of Barnes & Noble, the largest retail bookseller in the United States, is a story of innovation, passion, and an unwavering belief in the power of books. Riggio's love for books began at a young age, and it was this passion that drove him to enter the world of bookselling. In 1965, he purchased a struggling bookstore in Manhattan and quickly turned it into a thriving business. His keen understanding of the retail market, combined with his love for literature, set the stage for what would become one of the most successful business ventures in American history. In 1971, Riggio bought the flagship Barnes & Noble store on Fifth Avenue, a move that marked the beginning of the company's transformation into a national powerhouse. Under his leadership, Barnes & Noble revolutionized the bookselling industry by introducing the concept of the superstore, a large-scale retail space offering an extensive selection of books, magazines, and other media. This innovation not only made books more accessible to the public, but also changed the way people experienced bookstores, turning them into cultural hubs where readers could gather, explore, and connect. Riggio's influence extended beyond the physical bookstores. He was also a pioneer in the digital space, launching one of the first e-commerce sites for books and later introducing the Nook, Barnes & Noble's e-reader. His forward-thinking approach ensured that the company remained competitive in an increasingly digital world, while still maintaining its commitment to the traditional bookstore experience. Throughout his career, Riggio was known for his dedication to literacy and education. He was a strong advocate for reading and learning, believing that access to books was a fundamental right. He supported numerous educational initiatives and philanthropic efforts aimed at promoting literacy, particularly among underserved communities. His work in this area earned him widespread recognition and numerous awards, cementing his legacy as a champion of books and education. Leonard Riggio's passing at the age of 82 marks the end of an era in the bookselling industry. He was not just a businessman, he was a visionary who changed the way people bought and experienced books. His contributions to the literary world, his commitment to literacy, and his innovative spirit have left an indelible mark on American culture. Leonard Riggio will be remembered as the man who brought books to the masses, and his legacy will continue to inspire future generations of readers and booksellers. Thanks for watching today's Lost Souls. If you found this tribute meaningful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories and reflections on those we've lost. Your support helps us honor their legacies and keep their memories alive. See you in the next video.